Hey everyone, hopefully you're having a good day. My name's Andy. My channel is Finding Value. Today we're going to do our daily technical analysis on uranium. Uranium, we're right there at support, or I should say resistance. Right there at resistance, we're trying to break out on a lot of these. So let's take a look at the charts. Let's see what they are telling us, because we're looking at these together. Again, this is just my financial opinion. Please don't use it as advice. That's kind of what I say up front. Get you guys in the right mindset that you're responsible for your own trades. But let's look at this. I'll give you my opinion. And let's go. This is the Sprott Physical Uranium Trust. Where are we at? We are slamming on the line, guys. What's this? We had a little breakout here, and it was like, no. We got to come back to the line. Hold the line, guys. But this is our resistance line. We're right on top of it. So the momentum, we had the reversal candlestick of this descending wedge. Boom, we popped higher, and our momentum lost because we ran into this resistance. And you know what I say? It is the resistance of uranium. So that's the line. That's what we got to break. We got to close above it. Come on, guys. Let's close above Sprott Physical Uranium. Let's get this thing moving. URNM. URNM. Big picture view. This is a monthly candlestick basis. We're putting in a hammer pattern of a life right here. Big old hammer pattern. Hammer patterns move higher, the reversals. Weekly candlestick basis. We got a little wick at the bottom. It's a hammer pattern breaking to the upside. I'm going to zoom in again. We are breaking the downtrend line when looking at this. I'll zoom in here. There's your downtrend line. It's breaking to the upside. Looking pretty good since we're closing here. Looking good. Let's maintain it. Bannerman. What? Bannerman ore, which I hope will be. Actually, I already hit, when it was here, I hit a 10 bagger status on 10 baggerman. It's a 10 baggerman. Downtrend line, we broke it to the upside. High five, everybody. We're getting out of these downtrends. The hammer pattern is a reversal pattern, and we reversed higher. We closed above the downtrend line. Now, if we come down, we want to stay above the trend line and get some momentum to the upside. Little Govi. Now, I'm going to show you something on Govi, all right? I'm going to back out. This is on a monthly candlestick basis. We're throwing in a massive hammer pattern. Look at the size of this thing. It went all the way down to 21 cents, dipped below the support line. Hammer style. This is your big downtrend line that we broke. We broke out of it. You could see it run, had a little descending wedge, broke out to the upside, had a massive wick at the top on a monthly candlestick, which means we had sellers up here. And now we're kind of fighting through those sellers, and we're putting wicks at the bottom, which means the buyers are buying it back up. Looking at a 5-year, we got this massive bullish engulfing pattern on a weekly candlestick basis forming. This is what you want to do. You want to look at a big monthly candlestick, dive in to get the weekly. We are probably going to head higher here is my guess. The dailies, you can see the reversal here. Boom, boom, boom. Shot higher above this, this downtrend line here. It's looking good. It's closing strong. Little Govi, way to go. So here's Global Atomic. What a name, Global Atomic. It's atomic to be global. So this is what you guys really want to. So if you see this, guys, if you see a low ratio and you see a downtrend break like this, you want to buy the living poop out of it down here. And then it's running up. You have to hold on. You've got massive gains, volumes coming in. Hold on to this bad boy. Hold on to this bad boy. It is coming up. The thing that I want to show you, big up days. I should say big up months. Big up months, small down months. Big up months, small down months. Little hammer patterns. It's good. I think we're okay. I think we're okay. Looks good. Looking at the weekly candlestick basis, there's your big bearish engulfing that's going to push us lower. Boom. I think we're probably going to move sideways a little bit and then move on up eventually. And here's your daily candlesticks. As you can see it, we're chugging sideways at the moment. Chugging sideways. But downtrend is broken. Forces, may the forces be with you. Big picture view, down, sideways, moving on up. Look at the volume. Look at this big move of massive domination of buying pressure. Then we came into a consolidation phase. We're consolidating on the monthly. We got hammer patterns all over the place. Wicks on the bottom, wicks at the top. We're battling buyers and sellers at this point, all over the place. Looking at weekly candlesticks, what do we have here? You guys should all know what this is. It's a bullish engulfing pattern, which is a reversal candlestick to launch higher. What would I be doing here on a trend line break with a big bullish engulfing pattern on a weekly candlestick basis? Everyone should know that I would be a buyer. We're breaking the downtrend. See the downtrend line breaking? Yes, we may go sideways a little bit. That's okay if we do, or we can just break to the upside. I don't try to, it's less about guessing what is happening next, more about buying at a low risk entry point. That is all that you can do. You buy at support levels, you buy at low risk entry points, you buy at breaks of downtrends. That's kind of what I do, and I just add in continually. Big picture view for Purepoint Uranium. The big picture view looks fantastic. Gigantic pattern, broken to the upside on a retest. What do we do on the retests? You know what to do. 5 year, right at the retest support. 1 year, which is the daily candlesticks, we're bouncing off this. We're breaking the downtrend line just recently. I say your GTG, which is good to go. That's my opinion. Sprinkle. Big picture view, deep yellow. Can't really see much there. Let's dive in a little bit. We consolidated here for a little bit, broke up, consolidated, broke down a little bit, zooming on in, broke the downtrend line today. I think it's looking better. Everything looks good. Broken downtrend line. And here we are right above it, closing above it. Let's get some momentum, guys. This is looking a lot better than it did before. So it looks good. Sky Harbor up 6.8%. Monthly candlestick putting in a hammer pattern. We've got resistance up here. We tried breaking out. We came back, and sometimes it fails and comes back. This is where I like to buy. This is a retest. I'm not afraid. I know our valuations on uranium are ridiculously good. We're getting a little bit of buying pressure to buy this thing back up here on a weekly candlestick basis. Dailies, we're breaking the daily downtrend line. It's closing above here. Zooming in on it, you can see this thing starting to turn and head on up. I think it looks good. I like Sky Harbor here. I did buy some down here. So just letting you know what I'm doing. Next Gen Energy, what does this look like? I'm going to back out, look at the monthly hammer pattern. Hammer what? Hammer time is what I say. MC Hammer. It's looking good, guys. This is good. Daily's looking it's looking okay. On the weeklies, the dailies are coming back up. We're coming again above this resistance line. And you keep zooming in, it's looking good and looking good and looking good. And you can see the big buying pressure, small selling pressure. I think we're turning here. That's what I think. Looks good. Catalaska breaking its downtrend line to the upside. This is more confirmation. It's closing and moving strongly. More evidence that this thing is a legit break. Big ol' hammer pattern on a weekly candlestick basis. And on the monthlies, this thing, when it launches and breaks 60 cents, guys, you better be in and not be out, because it is going to leave you in the dust. It's going to start going and breaking to the upside. So that one's looking good. The volume's looking fantastic down here. The big long-term accumulators like myself, we like to accumulate shares when they're cheap, and we like to hold on. This is what it looks like right here. Downward motion, more to a sideways motion. We have higher lows stepping up into a resistance line, ready to absolutely rip it. So that one looks good. Baseload. Did baseload hit the mother load? I don't know. We'll find out after they define it. Monthly. Big move up, small sell-off, comes to a point, breaks that to the upside, descending wedge, and we're putting in a hammer pattern. Hammer what? Hammer time. Here it looks like on the weeklies, it's not necessarily a bottoming pattern, but we're breaking out of this descending wedge. I like that we have larger buying pressure and smaller sell-offs. This movement is a bullish formation to break to the upside, and then we'll see, I think, a very strong move upward over time. If you look, middle of 2021, we're at 40 cents. We're stepping the lows up. We're stepping the lows up, finding support. We're going to continue to move higher, I think, over time. Just hold on, guys. Everyone hold on. Now, Fission 3.0. See, when I see charts like this, guys, I wish I could transfer the knowledge that I have today into you guys so you don't sell these things too early. Big downtrend line on a monthly candlestick basis. We broke this. We did a little bit of a returny, I'll call it a return move here. We returned here, came up, returned here. These are called opportunities. In a long-term time frame, when you look at these charts, what you want to look at is volume. Volume is stepping in and buying this. We are breaking the big picture view move. When we break this, this is a solid foundation to run much higher than where we are at today. Sure, we could easily hit over $1 on this. It's going to take time. I'm not saying it's just going to be there tomorrow. But when you see these patterns, people are accumulating. Just hold on. We got a downtrend line break. Right here, I mean, it's up to you on what you want to do. You got the downtrend line. This is a low-risk entry point, in my opinion. Another low-risk entry points are when we do these back tests all in here and on the break. You come up, you come back, low-risk entry points on the break. Fission, big picture view. Yeah, we've got kind of this ascending wedge type going, but we broke the big downtrend picture. Come on up. Could we break to the downside and retest? It's in possibility, but if you take a big long-term approach, and let's say you did buy here thinking that we could break to the upside, which it very well could, this is where your cost averaging comes into play. If you miss it and something gets messed up and it comes back down, cost average in. You don't have to sell. Volume stepping in. We can see the volume accumulating. So we might not come back. We might just come up and move higher here. So I like it down here. I don't think it's too bad. The downtrend, we go to a sideways movement, which we're going sideways, and eventually this is going to turn into a movement that goes upward. That's my guess. I'll extend this out just to show you. We need to close above that for a new uptrend line. CCJ. So what happens is big descending wedge pattern broken to the upside. What you want to do? You want to hold on. You don't want to do anything. That's what it looks like on a weekly candlestick. Look, getting a little bit of buying pressure there. Monthly, yeah, we're coming all around. The downtrend line's broken, so it looks good. Looks good. Kazatomprom. A little bit of a down day today. This thing could reverse lower. It could. Monthly. It looks good on the monthly. See two small down days here. So what we want to do is we want to have large up days, small down days, and it just stair steps up like that. On a weekly candlestick, yeah, we're getting a little bit of selling pressure here on the short term. 1 year, yeah, we're still in a downtrend line. We tried breaking out and reversed down and sold off hard. This is still in a downtrend. Pen MF breaking its downtrend line, had a lot of failed attempts here, but it did close above it, so it's looking good. On a monthly candlestick basis, guys, broken downtrend line, this is where you hold. You don't want to be thinking like, oh, well, maybe I should go trade it to Boss or let's trade it to Lotus. No, just hold on and let this thing appreciate. Downtrend line's broken. Hold on. Is my opinion. You can do whatever you want, but that's what my experience has taught me. Boss is a little bit different. I mean, this one's been very volatile over here. I would just be holding on to it. It's still moving all over the place. Lotus Resources, it broke out of its downtrend line. It's holding above it. Monthly, not much info. On a weekly candlestick, it's got a big bullish engulfing. This usually results itself on a big upward move. It's a reversal candlestick. So if we close strong this week and it closes there, obviously we'll go over it. It looks good, and we're above the downtrend line, so I think it looks good. I think it was what? what the saying, I can't remember the saying on it, but somebody had put a saying in here. It's not me, it's me, Roy, you, Roy, we all, Roy, something like that. Anyway, let's go to all. This is the weekly or monthly candlestick basis. Big buying pressure, small selling pressure. Big buying pressure, small selling pressure. Hammer candlestick coming down on the downtrend. Looking at the weeklies, it is forming up quite well for a potential close above the downtrend line. So that looks good. We've got nice, good buying pressure in it today. It finished strong. You, Roy, we love you, Roy. We love you, Roy. Yeah, that's what I'm going to say there. Nice, good, strong. This looks like a bottoming pattern. Looks good. Encore. And looking at this, very strong. So if you guys are doing your own charting, whenever you see patterns like this, break like this with a nice, good, strong, and a strong closing on a monthly candlestick like this, buy the heck out of it for me. Even if it doesn't have to be for you, just buy the heck out of it and hold on to it, because this is a big launching pad to launch from. And it looks really good. I don't see too much selling pressure in here. Notice that the candlesticks of the green days are all big and the down days are all very small. Characteristic of a move that's going to continue up. On a weekly basis, we're seeing that nice, good move. We are putting in a hammer patterns in here. If we close above this downtrend line, it means we are going to probably end up going higher. We have broken the downtrend line. It could do some sideways-ish moving. Don't worry. Just let it make you money and hold on. And if you're new, go ahead and buy it. I mean, that's up to you, but I think it's a low-risk thing. God, this is a big descending wedge. It broke to the upside. Volumes galore on the right-hand side here. A little bit of a sendy wedge. Let's zoom in on it, see what we got. It's kind of, I don't know what that is up here. Like a false signal here. I think we're probably going to move sideways and then move higher eventually. For URG, we broke the downtrend on URG. That one looks good. Zooming out, massive pattern break. My God. This is exactly why I invest in these. I was a big buyer in 2020 at this bottom down here. I saw this thing go, and it's like, I see these patterns. We got to get in. I've been holding on. I've been buying. This is a monthly hammer pattern right here, guys. Looks great. Broken downtrend on a daily basis. Up to you on what you want to do. You could cost in. This could roll over and go sideways for a little bit, but I think it's a good, it's a decent entry point and doesn't look bad. Man, this is a nice big pattern. Big patterns equal big moves, guys. Big volume, too. Looks very good for UEC. We're still under this resistance line. We got to break above that. It's kind of the last step, but we broke the downtrend line. That's what's important. LEU, oh man, it's acting very strong. Way to go, LEU. Big picture view. This thing's massively down. It probably diluted to heck, is my guess. Breaking out to the upside. There's not much resistance all through here. My God. So what you want to look for on these is you draw this line across here. What we're doing is we're putting in like this massive U-shaped pattern. And the resistance to the move to the upside here, you look to the left because a lot of these are symmetrical. So if you were to do this, you were to kind of cut it in half here. And if you were to take a picture here and flip it over to this side, what you're going to see is it's going to come down like this side, come back up like this, very similarly. And then right now we're here, so we're probably going to see a move that comes up all the way to maybe even $1,000. I don't know. But there's not much resistance above this. It looks very good from a symmetrical standpoint to move. So that's LEU. LTBR, this thing's probably got, this is a monthly candlestick basis. We're breaking to the upside here. What would I do, guys? What would I do? We're looking for a return move. This is the return move. It may not hit this target. Let's zoom in on it. We're getting it into an ascending wedge. It may come back. It may come back down a little bit. If it comes back here, remember the big picture view. We could get a nice buy point in here where we could hold on and this thing could launch higher. Maybe. ISENF. So that was Lightbridge, that last one. ISENF looks fantastic. You break out of these consolidation patterns. You could even draw this one down like here. Breaking out, nice big up days, buying pressure, small down days. It looks fantastic. Nothing bad here. Oh man, nice. On the weekly candlestick, throwing in a massive bullish engulfing pattern. Guys, I like it here. It looks fantastic. Daily, you can see this thing come into a descending wedge. I did buy ISO Energy this day here at $3-ish. Broken to the upside. I'm holding on to my shares. Good luck. You're not going to get them. Sorry, not for sale. Looks good here. Hopefully we can continue on up. Appia's got some nice, good, strong buying pressure. That's for sure. Monthly candlestick bullish piercing there. We've got the weekly. It's coming on up, trying to get back into the pattern. And on the dailies, we're right at that resistance level. It's got a break of that resistance for Appia. Denison Mines, looking at it, we're coming and we're breaking out of this little downward pattern here to the upside, closing on up. So that looks very strong. Weekly candlestick putting in a bullish piercing pattern if it finishes the halfway point or higher. So that looks really good. Monthly, it's a massive pattern that we're breaking to the upside for DNN. Looks good. Blue Sky Uranium breaking its downtrend. We're coming back. We may do a return move. We're slipping out the downside here, but that's where we're at right now. And Forum Energy Metals, we broke this big pattern to the upside. We're kind of doing almost a return move. It could come all the way back here if it has enough momentum. I don't know if it will. Looks like we're trying to find some support here and move on back up. Let's see if we can recapture this downtrend line. One thing to be careful of, though, is it may come up, tag it, and then jolt back down. Laramie. Oh, Laramide's looking good on the dailies. We'll just come back out. This is a weekly candlestick, bullish engulfing, probably going to go higher soon. On the dailies, we've got a bullish piercing pattern here and a bullish engulfing. This thing looks like it wants to launch higher on the daily candlesticks. Looks really good. I would be a buyer down here, right now. If you guys like this analysis, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We stepped through basically all the time frames. A lot of them look excellent on all time frames. That's the time that you want to sprinkle, do what you need to do. I think it looks fantastic down here. I think this is a low risk entry point. For myself, I've been buying, I've been sprinkling. Guys, I'm like Skittles, Sprinkle Fest all through here. It said Skittles. I don't know how that deals with sprinkles, but maybe you sprinkle Skittles on stuff. I don't know. Whatever it is. If you guys like the content, just give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And thank you for listening. This is Finding Value.